just me telling myself a secret. Good evening, and welcome back to the Desert Inkwell. Hi, Sue. Hi, Becky. How are you? Or maybe it's just Becky, or maybe it's, yeah. Anyway, I think it's just us for now. Becky and I, hi, Sue. Becky and I had a fun chat the other day about Canadian snacks. Why am I looking over there? The comments are here. Okay. There we go. You have my undivided attention along with my hair. So I clicked go live a few seconds early today, and I would officially like credit. With like a gold star put on my permanent record for punctuality and attendance. What are we talking about today? God only knows. God only knows. That is the real answer. I wanted to look at the vendors for the California Pen Show and see what our options are. And there is a, hi Suzette. There is a website that carries pre-loved pens that I wanted to share. No affiliation, no sponsor, none of the things with all the things that we're doing tonight. This is just me sitting in, I think I live in the Sonoran Desert, but I don't think that's right. I think Tucson's in the Sonoran Desert. I'm in the desert either way. And to continue the year of using what I have, we're going to look at vendors through that lens. I'm sure I'm not going to go and buy nothing. I would love to have that level of self-control, but I just don't have it. So, where are we starting? Do we want to start with that? I also have some inks to show you. A couple pens I'm using. And then we have a sticker problem going on here in this house, and it's in a box right there. And if there's a loud crash, it is probably that box of stickers sliding off the pile of other things onto the floor. At which point, maybe I'll just throw them out. I don't know. Let's start with ink, just because it's a fun place to start. I have in my collection 3 bottles of ink from Monarca. So I have Cenote, or yeah, I think I pronounced that correctly. Tierra Colorada and Cardona. All of these either came as gifts or were the result of a gift. So Cenote and Cardona were gifts, and Tierra Colorado was a sample that I got in like 2024. And finally, I think last year was like, okay, that's an ink I want. Hi, Christine. So I am going to swatch some of these inks and see if you love them as much as I do. And let's see. Here, I am generally fairly organized over here today, which is a plus. I am using a swizzle stick that I borrowed from a friend because I couldn't find one I liked. And when they came to visit, okay, and I have a tissue to wipe it off. This is fantastic. All right, so this is Monarca's Tierra Colorada, which I know it's still wet, but is this gorgeous, earthy brown magnificent color. It is not a shimmer ink because I know people lose their marbles if they're team shimmer or team sheen or team no shimmer, all the things. Okay, we're going to shake both of these. Let's do the blue one just so there's more contrast here. I don't even like that. It is a gorgeous color. Oh, you know what? The older I get, these bottles get harder to open, but I also am taking that as a sign that I don't use my. Oh, there we go. Good grief. Don't use my inks often enough. There's 400 of them. I can't be expected to use them all. So let's see. I am a newbie with this swizzle sticks situation, and sadly, I have to return it to its owner at the California Pen Show. So, sad times. Okay, this is the cenote. Suzette, am I saying this correctly? I believe it's a Spanish word, cenote. I think it is. If I'm correct, which happens on occasion, cenote is like a hole with water. People dive in it. Look at that. 10 points to Slytherin. Okay, it's still wet, but it is a deep cobalt. I'm calling it a cobalt blue. It looks like it has a heavy red sheen, and there was blue Colorado. Well, Tierra Colorado, right? It has an A at the bottom. All right. I don't know how else to pronounce it, but okay. So cenote has a blue shimmer at the bottom. Suzanne, I'm not following. Nope, I didn't say it right. I'll pronounce it next time we chat. Wonderful. Thank you. It is. There's this group of inks, and cenote is kind of in one of them. If you have a lot of inks, I think you're going to know what I'm talking about. It's this blue ink with like a pale shimmer and red sheen. Birmingham Pen Co. has it. Ferris Wheel Press has a version. No shade to Birmingham Pen Co. But sometimes I think, oh, this ink is so pretty. It's like whoever makes the dye for ink must have a newsletter that they send out that's like, now available, cobalt blue with red sheen, and then everybody has it. So this is tied for first place. Cardona. This has a catastrophic amount of shimmer in it. That's not a word, I know. But it is, look at that. It is like looking into a garnet. It looks way, maybe. It looks deeper and richer in person, but I look richer in person. Okay, there is shimmer in Cardona, and I do have this inked. So let's just not get my hand all in the ink today. So my handwriting is not going to look super. In the swatch, it's showing up Oh, I love this. I am loving this. Mama. Um, okay. Do you see the gold? There's like a gold sheen on this ink. I don't think I've swatched it. I have swatched every single ink in this house into the whole ink catalog except Dominant Industries Christmas Red. Did I swatch this for you guys last time? No? I'll do it. I'll do it anyway. Because maybe you'll be inspired by the spirit of Christmas in January. Less than a year till Christmas, folks. I'm not a super red ink fan. Call it throwback post-traumatic 1970s elementary school teachers, but remember they would use those red felt tip pens? I had a teacher, I don't remember what her name was. She was mean. I don't think, if you are mean spirited, I don't think you should be an elementary school teacher. Full stop. Okay. Just as a bonus ink, this is, looks like the page is bleeding, doesn't it? Whew. Dominant Industries Christmas Red. And it is my new, if I had a favorite red ink, I mean, I have a favorite. This is it. Previously, it was Robert Oster Red Candy, which, funny enough, was a sample that I think Suzette sent me once upon a time. You know what, though? Never mind. I've been had. Okay, Dominant Industries Christmas Red is the Pearl series. I liked it. I didn't shake it before. And so I am now just realizing that their shimmer, also you can tell it was a really intentional ink purchase since I didn't read the description. I also ordered it before Christmas and then just didn't get around to using it. We're going to go back to these three. So Tierra, I'm going to say Colorado, even though Suzette has said that's wrong. So don't go pronouncing that in public and embarrassing yourself. Let me embarrass myself on your behalf. And then Cenote is still wet. I have noticed that really heavily sheening inks take longer to dry. I think it has something to do with the dye, higher viscosity, and then Cenote. Would you look at that? Gold. I mean, that is fantastic because it's not even, is it gold? It's kind of gold from one angle and green from another. That is lovely. And the first one, well, it looks like a hot dog, a little sausage with the thing on the end. Does appear to have like a tiny bit of really dark brown or black sheen to it, or halo effect. It is a gorgeous ink. I love it. And let me put this aside. Someone remind me, and I'll pull the Christmas Red back out here. You want to see them again? Okay. So we have Tierra Colorado, Cenote, Cardona, and Robert Oster Christmas Red. Sorry, I have the fan on. This was poorly executed ink swatching. And we'll show those again in a little bit when they're dry, so you get a full thing. If we have time, because I know I can ramble. I have 4 inks from Papier Plume that are 3 of my favorite. Oops. It's a reminder to do something for the dogs. Pens that I'm using this week. I'm not being super adherent with my currently inked this year as much as I thought I would be. I mean, my system to document them is, I love it. Again, I'm using B6, A6. Anyway, I have I know, I'm a wealth of information. The Diplomat Nexus. This is not the demonstrator model, as you can see. If you have not seen this before, it is an eyedropper pen, and when you remove the cap, we have a little piston that moves, and so it's an eyedropper, and there's no knob in the pack. I'm 12. There's no valve you have to open. This is a extra fine Diplomat nib on here, and Cardona, excuse me, Cardona is writing, I'm going to say 8 out of 10 out of an extra fine nib. I've had Cardona in a medium nib before, and it was fine, so I think extra fine might be too fine for that, or it's just the pen nib combo. I don't believe in the whole you can't use shimmer in an extra fine nib or a fine nib. I know you can. If they weren't so shimmery, I would have loved the inks. Well, Sue, there's no accounting for good taste. Now, on to the second pen. Is the green Pelikan M800 Sovereign, I don't know. Okay, this, believe it or not, has a broad nib. Now, it is a gorgeous two-tone Pelikan nib. There is something, I want more shimmer. Thank you, Suzette. Thank you for your words of solid thought here. I purchased this pen from Atlas. They had it on a last chance sale, and my friend Lenny, who is, incidentally, I think it is sold out, but don't hold me to it. Lenny Iger is having a nib tuning workshop at the California Pen Show. We're going to get into the California Pen Show in just a minute. But he's the one who said, I can't believe they have this on last chance, and I'm surprised they haven't sold out. And I had been looking at it. However, I was not convinced on the green color in the pictures, and he showed me his. And I was like, well, it's returnable. I try not to return things to small businesses. But I purchased it and opened the box, and I loved it. I don't know if this is a shared sentiment, but like, I know it's plastic, but the material that Pelikan uses for their pens just has a fantastic hand feel to it. To me. I don't have to say to me. It's my YouTube channel. Of course it's to me. But I just feel like Pelikans feel good in the hand. The nibs are nice. Now, to make a long story longer, I was actually going to trade this broad nib for another Pelikan fine nib with somebody this past weekend, and he wasn't sure that the nib was broad enough. Now, I am light-handed, so I don't press down. I just let the weight of the pen generally. That's all I think you need. So, Pelican Broad. This is just a quick line if I don't really press on the pen. That's the broad if you are pressing on the nib. So a lot of people I know write with a little more pressure than I do. The more I talked with the gentleman, I sent him writing samples. I got out the line gauge, which who knows where that's gone. Probably never see it again. Showing him the different line widths. And the more I wrote with it, I was like, this isn't too broad for me. Maybe a little. Like I'm not. It's probably not a planner pen, but letters, long form journaling. My long form journaling, I do like to use a broad because the pages are bigger, and I can just write freely. I don't feel constricted to have to fit little letters in little grid. So the more I talked with him about it, the less I was compelled to trade it, and eventually just said, I'm good. Oh, that's my signature. That ink, by the way, is, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't think I am. Is Birmingham Pen Co. Savorite. Now, it has been in this pen for a hot minute. A year? Pelican, you just uncap them and they write. Fantastic. Okay. We are... Oh, last pen. This has been inked for a good year and a half. This is the Novelure. Oh, I shouldn't have shown it because I don't remember all the details. But another pen that is really comfortable in my hand, and you can uncap it 10 months later, and it seemed to work. So let's get into hair falling out of my face here. I am going to pull up the California Pen Show, and let's take a look together at the vendors. And vendors, here we go. I can read. Is this showing up okay? Can you guys see this? Does anyone want me to register them for the newsletter today? No? No? Going once? Going twice? I think I just doxed my own email address. All right. All right. I offered to sign you up for the newsletter. Okay, this was vendor registration. Let's see. We don't need that. We need... I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to go through this website together and learn how to navigate a website. See, I thought it was here under the vendors. But this is just the vendors. Well, I'll leave it to me to completely fuck this up. But Sue, back to the office, please. Not vendors. Exhibitors list. I don't see it. Does anyone else see it? Why am I doing a show? I have no idea what I'm doing over here today. Floor map? Okay. Can you see this? Or is that too small? Visitors exhibition list. Look at that. Thank you, Sue. Lifesaver, you. Okay. Current vendor list. No, that thing is persistent. I'm going to zoom in a little. Okay. AP Limited, I know nothing about. Let's see who I do know for sure that I want to go to. And no surprise, my buddies April and James from Bone Crusher 7 Studios will be there. My plan is to be open to purchasing a Velma at the show. I am going to write down specifically kind of which in my pens what colors I don't have. I'm reading Sue's comment at the same time. If it's there, then I'll get it. If it's not, then I won't at that show. I love supporting them. They're amazing. I just am at the point in my collection at the moment where I'm not just purchasing. Suzette, we'll be right back. Okay. Bungu box for sure. I know I want to stop at who else? Okay, indelible pens. Carolina Pen Studio. I'm seeing some I don't recognize. But David Oscarson, of course, I recognize. His pens are beautiful and extremely out of my budget. Of course, I know Drum Ghouls. Let's see. Entropy Inc. I don't know them. But let's... Okay. Look at this. Shop vintage. Oh, no, folks. Vintage. No, come on. Do you think this is right? Am I on the right? Look at these packages. Holy tamale. Wouldn't this be great? This art be great on a t-shirt? Oh my gosh. I'm not being insensitive, but the style of these I love, except the vintage Esterbrook one. I wouldn't necessarily want that on a t-shirt. All products. Okay. Custom cut parallel pens. I believe Simone has one of these. It's kind of curved on one edge. This one is kind of interesting. Would I purchase that? I don't know. Single scroll. Oxford scroll. Look at that. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I mean, let's stay open to the process, right? Coles of London are now the distributors for Pelican. I am not in the market for a new Pelican at the moment. Let's see. Galen Leather needs a attendance award because I don't know. I feel like they are at every pen show, and I am pretty sure that everyone that's here now has shopped with Galen. If you haven't, it's almost worth it to order it. They are amazing and kind, wonderful people in person, but ordering from them is such an experience. They include all sorts of things. It really is just a really, really wonderful shopping experience. Indelible pens. I know this, right? Okay. We're not shopping at Staples. Ooh, look at these nibs. You never know what Instagram's I was gonna say, taking my life into my hands here. Holy tamale, yes. Okay, So I saw some of their nibs. Oh, look at that. It's just, can you imagine carving that on a nib, on a fountain pen nib? Okay, I need to be taking notes. Let me take some notes here. Take a letter, Maria. Indelible. And I believe they have done custom nib work or nib design for a friend of mine. I believe. Oh, yeah. Okay, that is definitely there on the list. It's only this year that I'm starting to put names to companies, by the way. The way my brain works, I don't always do that. Bloom paper. Oh, you can copy this. I got this new ergonomic mouse, and I don't know how to use it. Okay, Bloom Paper Studio. Let's see. Bloom Paper Studio. Okay, I'm already excited. Ooh, yes. Oh my gosh. Look, the other thing is, if you're going to buy something big at the pen show, I'm not telling you to do this because maybe it's contrary to the pen show itself. But if you're going to buy something large or very, very expensive, and it's not from someone that you like, sometimes look and maybe negotiate with the seller and say, look, is it better if I buy it from you here or online? Because a lot of websites do have discount codes available for them. I did have a discount code with Atlas, but as many people know, they have temporarily discontinued their affiliate program, to my understanding, in early 2026. Early, I don't know if that's like the first 6 months, first quarter, first 2 months. But there were plenty of pens and ink that I was able to purchase because of people using my code. And if you're one of those people, thank you. It was a really fun and special experience, and I am really grateful for that. Look at these. Okay, I think I need these. Look at these stickers, though. And they're washi. Look at that little, so cute. Okay, bear stickers. We have a whole category for bears. If you know, you know. Oh, look at these. Stamp away doodle planner journal stickers. Okay, I have a sticker problem, which we'll get to, but I am trying to focus on kind of smaller, not in a negative way, but see how this is it's a more compact sticker sheet and are geared more towards a planner. My hope is that in doing so, I will buy the stickers that I think are cute or pretty or fun and then use them instead of stockpiling them for later, because sometimes stuff gets put so far back into the catalog of stuff that then I don't use it. And so, okay. This is a yes for Bloom Paper Studio for me. Stationery. Okay. Washi. I don't need any washi tape. Please do not. If you see me there, do not let me purchase washi tape. Sticky notes. I also don't need sticky notes. These don't look like ones I would purchase anyway. They're just not my aesthetic. But I don't end up using them, and so let's see, stationery. This is why I'm planning this far out, by the way, because I really want an intentional experience at the pen show this year. What is this? IFPC pen stamp. Okay. So I don't know what IFPC is, but maybe that's the bear's name. Here's the thing. I think this stamp is as cute can be. This little thing here, by the way, this sticker looks like a cigarette to me. I mean, this is cute, but unless you were really a huge fan of bears, Inky Fingers is the bear's nickname. That's cute. But like, I mean, is this a Hobonichi? This is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours worth of time that's taking. And maybe that would be really... Oh, Introverted Fountain Pen Club. I can read. Okay, that is cute. Again. But I'd rather buy that as like a sticker than a rubber stamp. Okay, secret hobby of mine is like when people post stuff like this, I like to read the handwriting. Look at the handwriting and read what they've written. Okay, I do like this. I don't think I would pay $11 for a stamp that I would likely only use once. A sticker of it, yes. Okay, I'm just picking some at random. There's a lot on here. Kenro, of course. We know Kenro is the distributor for Esterbrook and Ferris Wheel Press. I'm not currently in the market for either. However, Esterbrook is always a good table. If you enjoy an Esterbrook pen, like I enjoy the Esty, it's always worth going to the table because a lot of times they're selling prototype resins. In 2024, I was able to get the Astronaut Esty in the black ebonite, and it is gorgeous. The pen didn't come out for like 8 or 9 months. It was until you could buy it, and that was a really fun window. And I think the best performing YouTube video I had ever done, it's like 6,000 views, which for me is astronomical. Karis Pen Co. is Arizona based, as I believe. I have a pen, I think it's a Karis Pebble. I like it. I think I need to change the nib on it. It's a snap closure. The resin is really gorgeous. It's like a British racing green. Let's see, who else? Cheery Human Studio. I'm judging the book by the cover. Cheery, what was it now? It was Cheery Human Studio. Okay. Cheery Human Studios. Do we think this is it? Yeah, probably. Also, so much easier just to use the trackpad. Shop announcement. Their online shop is closed and will reopen in January 2026. You can find their goods at these amazing retail partners. Okay, well, let's dismiss this and hope that they have some... Oh, gosh. Okay. Some of these are really cute prints. And I don't mean some of them in a... Oh, look at the fried eggs. Oh, RBG, we miss you. Ma'am, we miss you. We need you more than ever. That looked like a broccoli to me. These are really whole thing. Everything's moving. These are really cute, actually. Hair emotions overanalyzing. Oh, don't mind me just overanalyzing everything. I mean, that's really cute. I don't know that I would want art with a negative connotation. So let's look. Okay. I think it's all stuff meant to cheer you up. Hello, Wendy Kim. Oh, everything is just fine. This could be my mantra for the week. Everything is just fine, and you know what? It is. Okay, so they have pins, stationery, stickers. They're in their fierce self-care era. Okay, I like the artwork. All right, that is worth a stop for me. That was Cherry Human Studio. Okay. Everyday Explorers Co. I think I know what this is, but let's go to the Googs and see what the Google has to say. I think these are the yes. Okay. Yeah. Shop all. Yes. Put everything in the cart. They make amazing stamps. Oh, look at this. 29 prompts. There is a Robert Palmer song, 29 Palms, that was very popular when I was in college. That is the more you know. All right, so stamps, of course, they really do make phenomenal stamps. Travel stamps. Look at this. Oh, okay, this is cute. Digital. So Passport California digital printables. Okay, like the little retro key tag. West Coast, Best Coast. Yep. From LA to the Bay. All right, that's fun. 12 3x4 cards. That's really cool. I do like purchasing printables on occasion because I can print it on washi paper or whatever sticker I want. I don't think I have looked at their stickers before. You know, look, quality of stickers matters. I have a friend who went to put tabs on their planner, and I mean, there were nice tabs, but there were some consequences. There were some definite consequences. They used leather tabs. Can you imagine? Look at a C. Do you remember the elementary school teacher I was telling you about that was not nice with her red pen? What was her name? Mrs. DeVries, I think. I don't know. She was always on my case and always stamping my work with this stupid frowny face. I mean, these stamps are fine minus that. I don't like that one. Everyday Explorers Co. they make nice stuff though. I wish these were links. I can't believe you just told on me. Well, actually, you just told on you because I did not. Okay, I am not going to be bullied on my own show, ma'am. Okay, Hachibonjia. I know them most for this look collabs with Sailor. And apparently a new one. Okay. Hubo Zakura Bloom Pink, and I'm not even going to say it. Amethyst will be restocked in 2 days. It says 14 point. And okay, so minutes. Hi, welcome back, Suzette. In Japan, do they say their time is like 1 point? That's kind of cool. I don't know what this is. Let's look. $65. I bought a mechanical pencil that I thought was aluminum and very fancy, and it was very expensive, and it was plastic, and I was disappointed. So this right here, so this looks like it has a dial, so you can mark which hardness of pencil lead you have in the pencil, which is nice to know. That is definitely something you see in higher end pencils and pencils geared specifically for drafting. Another good to know, now you know, is that, and Suzette will know this, that when you are drafting with pencil and paper, you use different hardnesses for different parts of your design. Okay, pens and stationery. Oh, let's see. Tono and Limbs. Okay. I'm torn on Tono and Limbs ink. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just none of my bottles have the name of the ink on it. And it's not like it's in there in another language. It's just not on there. It's like Lamy. Okay. I mean, that is a easy on the eyes ink. Let's see. If I'm buying ink at the California Pen Show, it needs to, I don't know, be extraordinary. I do think this packaging is really cute, but for $26, yeah, I suppose I might buy this one. This one, yeah, I mean, those are cute. If those are ink swatch cards that they sell. Hi, Claire. Oh, thanks for joining, friend. These are adorable. Like, those are really cute swatch cards. I don't need swatch cards, but Sleeping Swan. Okay. Glass pens. If anyone's just joining us, we're doing not a deep dive, but a brief dive into some of the vendors that'll be at the California Pen Show. I guess I didn't really state my overall shopping plan, which is focus more on the experience of being there with my friends over just purchasing just to purchase. Okay. I don't even like glass pens, and this is stunning. That is really pretty matte finish. My problem, do you see this? Oh, it's not going to let, oh, here we go. Do you see this tiny little glass point? I'm not careful enough. I will chip this, and I have tried to fix these with a blowtorch before. And the problem is, so these grooves in the glass, when you're making one, then you are drawing the glass out and snapping it when it's super fine. So those grooves do go all the way down. When you heat that with a torch, what happened was it, like, the glass beads up. It makes a little ball on the end. which can still work. However, not quite the same. This one is out of stock. But have you ever sat in a pool? You know, you sit at the bottom of the pool and look up at the water. That's really pretty. But I can't tell if this is painted glass or if that one. Yeah, those are really pretty. Okay, glass pen cleaner. All right, I see what they did here. These look like toothbrushes to me in a 3D. That is 3D printed. Come on, folks. Okay, so these look like toothbrush heads in a 3D printed adapter. Maybe we should call this segment Cynical Shopping. Yeah, no, I'm not spending $35 on this because I could probably figure out how to print this, which, by the way, I did do some 3D printing over the weekend and made a candy dish and the world's best pen cup. I'm calling it that because it's tall enough and wide enough that all my scissors and everything don't tip over. Yeah. Okay. Definitely 10 out of 10. Don't recommend glass pen. That is a baby food jar. Okay. See, when I am not in the like buy, then I can notice these things. That is 3D printed, a baby food jar, and 6 toothbrush heads. It may not even be like they could be cut in half. That's the top, and then that's the bottom. $32. Get the fuck out of here. And you know what? If it's not baby food jar, 3D printed, and some toothbrush heads, I am in the wrong business. Okay, that's cute, but popping candy. Sakura glass pen. Okay, this is the last one. I'm not making. I mean, this takes real work. Is that all glass, like free floating stuff in there? Does it say this on there? Oh no. Yeah. Okay. If I am I'm not spending the money on this. I'm not saying it's not worth it. But if I were to spend money on this beautiful hand-blown glass dip pen, right? I don't want this big ass logo on the side of it. Sorry, and certainly not for $162. Inky Rocks showed one that she got at the Tokyo Pen Show or Tips that had a little stingray or manta ray on it, and then a little ink dish. They were gorgeous. Hachimanjia ink. Have never tried. Amethyst. Okay. We've already been here. All right, where else? Kenro, no, I'm not looking you up. Of course, Leonardo will be there. And Claire, Coco, and Suzette from Suzette's Pretty Pages will be helping at the Leonardo table with Clarissa, Snowy Studio. So if you're going to the California Pen Show, feel free to stop over there and give them a hard time on my behalf. I will be there giving them a hard time as well. Navalur, I will stop at just because I like to stay on top of the trends, if you will. Nagasawa, yes. Magna Carta, yes. So Magna Carta was a gold spot, had that white Oparex Magna Carta. It was very, very pretty. Cusado. Um, okay, so it lets you copy some. I'm sorry, did that not work? No, didn't work. Do you have to? Oh, they're so persnickety here. Again, this would be really good if these were links. California Pen Show website, decorators, designers. Leonardo will have some special pens. Oh, you guys, look at this inside information here. Leonardo is going to have some special pens. Holy tamale. Look at that. Right? That one right there. Hold on. I received this as a birthday present this year, which is oak leaves and acorns. God, this is gorgeous, and this metalwork on this cap is stunning, and that looks like the peak material. I think I skipped them, but Franklin Christoph, I have a nib that I'm looking for a slightly different body for, so I will definitely be stopping at Franklin Christoph as well. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Cusado, if you are not, look at the totally sold out already. These are just, I mean, honestly, works of art, but do we attempt to pronounce this word? Mokume Gane, maybe? Artisanal Japanese metalworking technique. I mean, that is, if you're familiar with, oh shoot, what's it called? Steel. Sharp shoot. Not shart. Don't shart. Don't shart at the California Pen Show. Oh, what's the steel called? Anyone? Where it's all the layers. It's gorgeous. It almost looks like wood grain. Oh, it is. They are really just stunning. I like. Okay, I am not buying that pen. If these, I can't afford these. This is sweet. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Okay. Damascus. Yes. Thank you. Damascus. That would have, my little brain wheels would have been spinning all night. I mean, okay. This one I didn't love as much. I loved this detail here. The little, God, that's gorgeous. Oh, that is a nib for sure. Okay. I will definitely be taking a look. Oh, I don't even know. I don't do necessarily the best or most research on my hobby, and Naginata Togi Kodachi. Okay, so I have an extra fine Kodachi nib. And okay, famous of these is the Naginata Togi, created for Sailor by Mr. Okay, so my Kodachi, this grind was done by Mr. Naga. The nib I have is done from Mr. Nagahara, but I believe it's his son. Sorry, just had to stop back in and check and see if that pen was still there. Okay. Don't want to linger too long on that site. And just important to remember at the pen show to stop and take a break. and eat. And this break is currently sponsored by nobody. But if you're going to go to a pen show, do a little research. Sorry, as I eat my chewy sweet tarts here. Do a little research. Find a place to eat. I had the pleasure of going to some excellent meals in DC and the surrounding area with the Cocos last year at the DC Pen Show, including the best Italian food I have ever eaten in my entire life. So, Claire, Peter, thank you again. All you can eat Korean barbecue. Okay, I know this isn't pen relevant, but I'm going to need to eat. Will you go all 3 days? I'm actually flying in on Thursday and then leaving Sunday. Sunday is slower. It's a lot of the vendors, start to trickle out. I would say, Friday and Saturday for sure. I don't typically do shopping on the Sunday because I'm typically flying elsewhere, and so but other people I know, Claire and Suzette, and a lot of people can feel free to weigh in, ladies and gents. Let me come back here. I'm just going to put this here for a minute. Will you go all 3 days? I've only ever been 1 day. I think it's worth going multiple days. There's so much to see that I can't see it all in 1 day. Like, my brain just cannot absorb all of it. Now that was at DC. I think California is a little bit smaller. I'm kind of hoping. I would love to get to know more of the vendors. We definitely need to have soup. Yes. Oh, soup dumplings. To have a happy place in my belly. Get in my belly. All right. Come on now. Tempting me with soup dumplings at 6. I haven't eaten dinner either. Poor me. Maruman. This reminds me of Maruchan, which reminds me of ramen, which reminds me of dumplings, and Mondo Pens, Yogo Shop, pen tooling. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to look. But this is part of the process so that pen tool. Okay, vintage fountain pens and tools for restoring them. Okay. All right. So I do actually have something dark side. I have an Esterbrook Model J that needs a new bladder sack in it, and a red celluloid Schaefer balance point. Sadly, it's not oversized, but that needs a new sack. And then a pen that I need lacquer or something to fix the pen with. I feel overwhelmed that 1 day too, but multi-day is risky on my wallet. Okay. So let me come back. I want to put this comment up because it's important to me to do so. Yeah. So it can be overwhelming to be there. A lot of people But multi-day is risky, although I'm planning to bring my watch book so I can actually compare what I already have. Phenomenal idea. A passport size insert can be a great, like, if you don't. Hi, Alex. Hi, Wendy. So last year I brought a mini swatch book for the same purpose. So although I didn't really refer to it, if you refer back to it, then you will be one step ahead of me last year. I want to go back up to your. I don't know if you mean overwhelmed with people, because it's a lot of people or stuff. Actually, it can be either or combination of. I think it's good to take breaks, get out of the ballrooms, go have lunch. If you're there staying at the hotel, all those. Just take breaks, stay hydrated, get off the floor. Try and have a friend or someone that you want to meet there. It's nice to have someone to talk to in the noise and bounce purchase ideas off of as well. Ooh. Okay, I'm popping back to the French-made Waterman's pots. How do I know that this is French-made? Oh, okay. Well, fine then. Be that way. That is pretty good, because see how you can just, obviously you see it, I'm sharing the screen, that you can buy just a pen cap. I think that's good, because sometimes, in those, have you ever purchased like a lot of used pens or pens for repair? There's a lot of pens in there with no caps. I need a cap for a Parker 51, I think. I have this Waterman right here. Okay, so that is American Waterman parts, and do not get them confused. Tools for specific brands of pens. Yeah, like if you need this specific tool, then this pen tooling. Let's see what they have for Pelican tools. Piston remover, Pelican pliers. Okay. 4-slot. I wonder what those are for. Oh, I see what it's for. Look at that. Thank you, education. Look at that. Who knew? Well, somebody knew, because I made the tool. But look at that. These pliers fit in between the slots of the feed. That's really neat. I guess. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. I wonder if this is. It does look handmade. See, it's ever so slightly off here. Like a little nick. Wow. I bet those are. Pelican nibs, snorkel pliers. I really would love a snorkel fill pen at some point. Okay. Let's see who else is going to be here. Pilot. The Pilot 823, in the US, clear, smoke, I think it's called, and amber, right? Other countries get green. Why am I looking at Pilot? We know. There we go. I am going to go to the pen show, and this is what I'm getting. A neon orange 4-pack of fine pens that I will probably smear all over the place. Plotter USA. Nifty little books. Nice paper, very, very nice paper. I mean, I tried, is the best I can say. Where is mine? Mine isn't in this room. I have a plotter mini and an A5 plotter. I love the mini. I loved the mini, so I bought the A5, and I hated the A5, and I just haven't listed it for sale quite yet. I'm a little behind the power curve. Plotter USA, what are you selling that I don't need? I mean, it is really a nifty system, isn't it, Plotter? With the little project managers. It may be overall too type A for me. Papa J Studio. A lot of neat resins with dried florals in them. I believe he did the resin for the Serenity pen that Snowy Studio Clarissa collaborated with Leonardo on, and that was a stunning. Oh, I didn't know he sold blanks too. Well, that's pretty. It's just, I mean, the creativity. Is this that looks Serenity like? Beautiful pens. I'm kind of narrowed down on maker pens that I love, and I'm not saying I wouldn't buy one. Mike's Fat Boy Pens. This isn't so much. Let's look up. I don't know who this is. Mark Helfin. Yes, I do. Okay, well, that you're not helpful, Google. Oh my God, there's a whole other. Okay, we're not going to get through all of these, are we? No, it's already 6:12. I'm going to show you this page really quick. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, Cardinal Pens and Paper. I like coming to this page and just cruising around the vintage pens. I think they're just, I mean, look at that. Wall flat top, 14 karat, gold filled overlay. Gold filled overlay. So it's gold filled, and that's overlaying what? Ebonite, maybe? I don't know. That is a sharp looking pen for sure. Parker Jotter ballpoint in olive green. Yes, please. The thing is, I probably had one of those at some point. Something similar. Schaefer Snorkel desk set. Okay, so I do have this weird wish to have. It's not okay. To have one of these pens. These were really big in the movies when I was younger. You know, this, that, and the other things. I have this vintage Esterbrook desk pen here that is actually a lever fill pen. This one does work. Do I need another desk pen since I don't use that one? No, I do not. Okay, check out Cardinal Pens and Paper to review. Look at that one. Oof. Oh, of course, it's the Parker Lady. Oh, because you like lady pens. I don't think there's any such thing as a lady pen. What if I just have small hands? Yeah. Parker 51 Aromatic. Lestraloy. Ooh. Okay. This is sharp. I like that. Anyway, it's not sponsored, not related. They don't know I exist, but oh, look at that deliciousness. So that was some vendors. I obviously can't go through them all in an hour, but I had another last topic for you today. Well, quick timeout. I showed you last week, if you were here or if you watched later, that my husband is taking on the hobby of crochet, and that every time he crochets a frog, whether he is planning to part with it or not, I steal it. And this was this week's frog, and he's wearing a little scarf, and he explicitly told me that I could not have this one, and I said, sorry about your problems, and I stole the frog. He's so cute. Look at his little feet. Little frog feet. I know. It's not a crochet channel, but that's cute as heck. Last topic. We didn't really get into it too much, but these are the stickers. This is the current state of the stickers. They are organized in vellum envelopes, mostly because they don't all fit in an envelope. Oh, look at that. There's my plotter mini, by the way. 2 pens stuck in it with a Schaefer Cadet. So if you have a Schaefer Cadet, that's how big the plotter mini is. If you have a plotter mini and you need a perfect pen, a Schaefer Cadet Touchdown fits in it perfectly. I was kind of thinking of like starting a Google Doc where we could do like I think 3 times a year, maybe 4 is probably plenty, but sticker exchange. Hello, Shauna. Good morning to you, or good evening, morning. Is it 8 hours? 4 in the morning? Well, hello to you. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing like a random sticker exchange. I have so many is the problem. And sometimes you buy stickers like these, which I think are super cute. These little knights and but they come in like a big pack of 9 sheets is a lot of stickers. Oh, I do want to show you one though. Is anyone or can you take the California vendor list? Yes, thank you. If I can find the cursor. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Suzette. Okay, so these were the stickers I just showed. I mean, look at the little face. They're too cute. But there are also 9 sticker sheets in the pack. If you have read the A Court of Thorns and Roses series of books, they have human queens, and this one just reminds me of one of them very, very much. This woman here and her. The one that this reminds me of doesn't meet a good end, I'll tell you that much. But I don't need 9 sheets of those. And so I think we'll have to come back to that topic is it in 2 weeks? Let me check the mobile cellular telephone. Yes, so I'm not doing a live next week because my goal is to put out a edited, recorded video. And then, so not on the 5th. Hopefully a recorded video on the 5th, and then a live on February 12th. And then probably not on the 19th, but I would like to go live. Actually, maybe live from the hotel room or something. I don't know. I'll see if I can get you a little sneak peek if you're not at the California Pen Show. Again, if you're going to be there, please say hi. I would love to see you. And I think that's it for the day. I need food. I need sustenance. I need hydration. I need a lobotomy or a bottle in front of me or a frontal lobotomy. They don't do those anymore, do they? All right. Anyway, I need food. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to say goodnight and carry on with myself. Have a good Friday. If you are anywhere in the path of this super winter storm, Arctic freeze, stay warm, plan ahead. And I will talk to you soon. All right. Again, thanks for coming, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Boop. You gotta press the button.